Hello to all my people out there. So my children are napping. Praise hand emoji for that. So I was like, hey, they're sleeping. This would be the perfect time to kind of go over the starter kit for Young Living. So I posted a lot of like recipes and here's how I use this oil or let's make our own soaps. But I haven't really sat down and like talked to you guys about how I get my oils, why I use these oils, and just how I got started. So I really wanted to come on and chat with you guys about that. So let me start by, where should we start? How I got into oils. So I first got into oils a few years ago. My kids, I felt like, were always getting sick. And I was like, this is bullarchy. And we need to figure something out. And so I actually bought a different brand of oils just from the store, thinking, hey, this is essential oils, it should work. Works for everybody apparently. So I was like, wait, let me just, nope, don't want to do that. So I started using them and they did nothing. I was like, this is stupid. Why would I keep using these if we're still getting sick, if the lavender is not helping us sleep? And so that is when I just kind of stopped using them. And then my husband was getting migraines like constantly. They were getting worse. He'd suffered from them for about like 10 years and they kept getting worse and they were getting closer together. And I was like, what's happening? So I had my kit, and so we'd use some of the oils to help. Now this is the other brand, the Young Living brand, the good brand that works. That I had some of those, and so I would use some of the oils to support his head when he would get these migraines. And they seemed to really help with the symptoms, but he kept getting them. And so I kind of did more research into like our diet and shifted things in that, and just realized that like the chemicals we were putting in our body through like processed foods and just things like that were not good for us, obviously, but they were harming him. And so we cut those out, and ever since then, he hasn't got a migraine, which it's been like almost 8 months, and that's pretty amazing. So when I saw that these were helping with his symptoms, I was like, okay, well, what else can we use them for? So I started doing more research just on like the fragrances and the chemicals coming in our home. And then during the summer, my mom was actually diagnosed with breast cancer. We went through like a whole journey with that, and I was like, okay, that kind of like kicked my butt into gear. I was like, we need to figure this out. Like, this is not working. This is enough. We need to get these fragrances and toxic chemicals out of our home, and like these oils are the way we're going to do it. So I started doing a lot of research, and I just came to find that these worked, and I loved the company, the Young Living company, and then I started doing research on like why other oils don't work. And so I came to find that there are 4 grades of essential oils, A, B, C, and D. So A is like pure therapeutic grade oils, which is what Young Living is. So Young Living, they don't plant their seed on any soil that's ever been treated with any sort of chemical, pesticides, anything like that. They hand weed all of their farms. They own all their farms, so you can go visit whenever you want any of the farms and like meet the employees that work there. It's pretty cool. And so then the oils you would get like at the grocery store are the super diluted. They're like 5% actually, if they are that 5% essential oil, and the rest like filled with like either alcohol or solvents or things like that. And it's just like, what's the point? Like, why would you want to put those on your body? Because a lot of us feel, I know I used to feel like this, like my skin was like, oh, it's a barrier for my body. It's like a protection layer. But actually our skin is the biggest organ in our body. And so what we put on it is absorbed into our body and can have effects on all of our systems, our endocrine system, just all sorts of things. So that's when I was like, yeah, we're done. We're moving forward. But I will say it wasn't like I went through my cabinets and just threw everything out. And I was like, no, like I paid money for these things. Like I'm not just going to throw them out. And so what I did is I would use up my Windex or use up my dish soap, and then I would just restock it with something from Young Living, or I'd make something with my oils. So that's been really cool, is to be able to get to do that and make it simple and not like overwhelming. So let's get in to the kit and how I use it. So this is the Young Living Starter Kit. It comes with 11 oils and a diffuser for $160. It's the only thing on Young Living site that's half off. If you were to get all of these things on their own, it would be over like $370. So that's pretty amazing as well. So when you get it, you just pull the little sleeve off, and it opens up, and you have all these beautiful oils in there. And I'm going to go through them really quickly and just kind of tell you guys how I use them. And then if you have any questions, you can leave them here. I don't think my questions work like my comments because I've gotten them and I don't see them, but shoot them here and it might work today. And then I'm going to show you my diffuser. Actually, I'll just do that now. Here's my diffuser. So this is the diffuser that comes with the kit. There's another one. There's like 2 options you can pick from, or you can like upgrade to different ones. But this is the diffuser I have, and then I have some of my oils in these little dollar section, cute little things. But I keep my oils like all over the house. So these are just the ones I have downstairs that we use down here, but I have some like in our bedroom and some like up in laundry room and things like that. So set this back down. Yeah, so that comes with a diffuser and these 11 oils. So let's talk about Thieves. So Thieves is really great for to boost your immune system, for immune support. So what I like to do is I use this every night on my boys. I put it on their feet and it helps to support their immune system. You can make like a tea out of it. It smells like Christmas. So I know at Christmas time this is going to be the oil I'm diffusing all the time because it has like cinnamon and clove and oh my gosh, it just smells so good. But so I put it on their feet, or I like diffuse it in the air when we have play dates. And then also Ace's teacher likes to diffuse Thieves when he's at school, which is amazing because it kills all the germs in the air and kids are grubby. So we use Thieves for that. Copaiba is a great oil to help with, how can I say this? It's really great. It's a great, trying to say it the right way. It's the highest occurring anti-inflammatory in nature, which is amazing. So we use it for things like head tension, or like if we've been out in the sun too long, I'll mix it in. Or like if you were going to rub some oil on your muscles because they're sore, I would add this into another oil I'm going to talk about, and it really helps with that. Let's see. Lemon. So we use lemon. I use lemon every day, whether it's in like my cleaning supplies or it's in my water when I'm drinking water. I use lemon and I love it. I don't like to drink water. Like, I'm just not a water drinker. You can ask my husband. He drinks like gallons of water a day. I don't know if it's really that much. But, and I'll admit, sometimes I don't drink any water. So this helps me drink my water all day long. I just put a drop in my water in my Hydro Flask and it's perfect. If you are going to drink, like put this in your water, you want to put it in a glass, like cup or jar or something, and not in plastic, because the lemon will pull the toxins out of the plastic and you don't want that. But also for like my my Windex I make, my window cleaner, I do like vinegar and I do water and I do like a cap of the Thieves cleaning, but then I also like to add lemon because it kind of covers that smell of the vinegar and I really like it. Next is peppermint. So peppermint I use in my water too some days, like when I'm going to go work out. So before I leave for the gym, I'll put peppermint in my water. My husband actually will drink a little bit of water and he'll put a drop of peppermint in before he lifts weights, because they did like this study and it like increases your grip strength and it helps with like your lungs and things. So it opens up your airways so your body can get more oxygen so you don't tire as quickly. So it's great for that. It's also really good in your coffee. Like if you have peppermint, put it in your coffee or put it in your brownie mix when you make brownies. Delicious. I have my coffee still here and I'll put a drop in this and it really helps. I also like to put a little bit behind my ears to just kind of wake me up in the morning. Oh, and peppermint is really good for your digestion. So if you like drink like a peppermint tea at night before bed, it's really good. It helps with your digestion systems. And then it also is really good. What was the other thing it was really good for that it helped with? Digestion. It wakes you up. I can't remember. There was one more. Oh, for seasonal support. So my husband sneezes all the time because of the air. And so we make another little concoction for him in the morning. Drop of peppermint, drop of lemon, drop of lavender. And he just drinks that down, and it helps him every day. He doesn't have to take Zyrtec anymore, which is amazing. Digize. So this is a really good one to have like in your medicine cabinet, Digize. It's for your digestion, as you can kind of tell from the name. And I use it on the boys when they've been like sitting on the potty too long because they've drank too much milk, and so they're not having some issues there. Or like if they have stomach aches, like Ace woke up one day and said he had a stomach ache, and I was like, that ain't gonna fly. And so I put a drop of this and I just rubbed it on his belly, and he was fine the whole day. Or like the other night, I ate too much ice cream, and so I like yelled from the couch to my husband to like give me the Digize because I had a stomach ache. And literally it worked. Like I put a drop of this on my hand, rubbed it in my belly, and my stomach ache was gone in like a minute, 30 seconds, flat. It was amazing. So you can put it on your stomach just like in a carrier oil. So take coconut oil, put a drop, rub it on your stomach. Or you can also, like with the thieves, make a tea out of it. Or you can just get little capsules and put a drop in there with some olive oil and take it internally every day just to support your digestion. I know a lot of people do that and really love it. Panaway is like the natural version of Bengay or Icy Hot. So we use Panaway for like sore muscles. We use it like after working out and stuff like that. And this is another oil we used when Ian was getting his migraines, is we would put Panaway and lavender and peppermint all together in some coconut oil, and I'd rub it on his forehead and on his temples and like behind his ears or at the base of his neck, and it really helped ease the pain of that, which is really nice. I think I'm talking really fast, so I'm going to take a deep breath. But love Panaway for that. Purification. This is one that I keep in my laundry room because I use it in my laundry almost every day. I actually made a fabric softener out of it because those fragrances, those fabric softeners are so bad for you. Fabric softeners and dryer sheets and candles are like the #1 pollutants in your home, which is crazy. I had no idea. Like I have a cabinet back there full of candles from Bath & Body Works, so I don't know what I'm going to do with now. But I made a fabric softener, which is salt, in like a little jar like this. I just filled it with salt and put like 10 drops of purification in. And I put a tablespoon, so I just have like a little spoon that I put in before I put the clothes in. And it's a fabric softener. I had no idea, and it works so well. And so I use this, if the clothes are like especially smelly, I'll put a couple drops in with the laundry detergent, and it helps kill the smell. Or like if I left the laundry in the washing machine too long, I'll put a drop on each of like the wool balls I have in my dryer instead of having to rewash all of the clothes just because they kind of smell. It kills the smell and like whatever makes it smell that way, and I can just dry it, and it's amazing. So, oh, and purification has citronella in it. So it's really good for pesky things that live outside. If you're going to be outside a lot in the summer, or like the spring, they like to come out and give you little bites. So put this on before you go outside, and it's really great. Like Google the ingredients of off and what they do in your body, and it's just no bueno. Frankincense. So this is like the gold of oils. This is like my gem oil. I put a drop in my oil that I use on my face. So I oil cleanse. So like what I do is I use jojoba oil to wash my face. And then I do, when I like go to moisturize at night, I put some rosehip oil. Oh, hi Sierra! It's working! I can't see my comments sometimes, but now I can see it. So I'll put a drop of the frankincense in with the rosehip oil. That's like my nighttime moisturizer, and it really helps. I also make a toner for my face, and I do apple cider vinegar, water, and then I do 10 drops, around 10 drops of lavender, and then 10 drops of tea tree, and then I'll put like 5 drops of frankincense. And like I used to use a medicated like prescription acne cream on my face because I would get horrible breakouts like around here. And I've been off of it for like 4 months now, and I just use that, and I haven't got, like, it used to be like Hurt stuff, like used to hurt my face, and now I don't get it. And I feel like this helps like even my skin tone and helps with wrinkles. But it's also good to just add to any oil you're using because it kind of magnifies what that oil is doing. So I really love frankincense. It's a really like grounding smell too. A lot of people say they use it during like prayer, meditation to kind of like keep them focused. So I love frankincense. Also, if it's good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for me. Just saying. So lavender, we use this one every night to get the crazy people to sleep. So I put this, like I do with the thieves, like these are the boys' bedtime oils. So at bedtime, I put a drop of thieves and a drop of lavender and coconut oil, and I put it on their feet. And this keeps them well, and this helps them fall asleep and stay asleep. So we were having, my oldest kept coming in our room like every night, and I couldn't figure out why. And it was because I had run out of lavender and hadn't gotten my big bottle yet, because now, let me show you. Because we use it so much, we have the big mommy bottle instead of the baby bottle. And so my boy sleeps so well with lavender. It's so amazing. I put lavender in my mascara. I just put like 2 drops in the tube, and don't like pump it in there, but like rub it in your hands like this, and it'll disperse the oil. And it has like grown my eyelashes. I don't want to get really close because that'd be kind of creepy, but it's like grown my eyelashes, and my eyelashes smell like lavender during the day, so that's kind of calming. But so we use lavender on their feet, and I'll like diffuse it at night to get like kind of everybody ready to go to bed, or I'll diffuse it in our room. But an oil that, and here's the thing too about oils, is not every oil works for everybody or everybody. Hey there. So lavender works really well on my boys. It works really well for my husband. But I found that if I use cedarwood and I put it on my big toe, which sounds kind of crazy, but you have these like VitaFlex points in your feet, and your big toe is connected to your brain. Sounds so weird, but it's true. And so I put like a drop of cedarwood in my hand and rub it on the bottom of my big toe at night, and it helps me fall asleep like that. Like I used to read every night, and now I can barely get through a page of my book, which is kind of annoying because I want to read all the time, but this is the life I live. Cedarwood helps me fall asleep. So another oil that is amazing to have in just like your medicine cabinet is RC, and this stands for respiratory congestion. So it's basically like the natural version of Vicks. So what you would use Vicks for, you just use RC for. So what I do is I have a little jar of coconut oil. Let me just grab that because it's right here. I have a little jar of coconut oil, and I'll just put a little bit in my hand and put a drop of RC in that, and it's like a chest rub. Because if you Google what's in Vicks Vapor Rub, it's not good for you. Like, just, here's the thing. Get the Think Dirty app and just go into like under your sink or in your kitchen or like your bathroom and start scanning your products, and it'll tell you from a scale of 0 to 10 where that rates on the like toxicity. I think that's how you say the word, but like the toxic chemicals in that. So, and it'll rate it on like how clean or dirty it is. And like I went and scanned like the Mrs. Meyer soap. I used to have that because I was like, oh, it says aromatherapy on it. Must be good. And it was like so bad. So that's gone. And like Johnson & Johnson things, really not great. Vicks Vapor Rub, not good. Like just things like that. Toothpaste, I have no idea. You're putting it in your mouth. That's not good for you. So we have been able to switch as we run out of things. We just switch over, like I said before. So when I ran out of the boys' shampoo, I got them the Young Living shampoo. And because Young Living is natural and so concentrated, you can take one bottle, split it in half, like put half in a bottle and fill the rest with water, and it'll last you a lot longer. You can water it down, which is really great. And we honestly too had to switch from Johnson & Johnson because one of my boys would get a rash every time we used it. So I'm glad we know now not to use that stuff. But back to RC. So RC is great for that. And then also if you diffuse it while people have like congestion and stuff. It helps with that as well. So I'm kind of addicted to my diffuser. It's fun to find different like blends to put in your diffuser. Like there's one, you know, those Anthropologie volcano candles that everybody loves, that I love, and I have in my cabinet of candles, my secret cabinet of candles that I can't light anymore. There's a blend that legit smells exactly like it. Praise hands. And when you're smelling it in your body through the diffuser, through the oils, you're not harming your body, you're like helping it, because every smell, so let's just get real. Smells are connected to your brain. So when you smell something, like say you smell cookies and it takes you back to your grandma's house when she used to make you cookies every time you were there. Okay, scent does that. So if scent can do that, it can also help fill in gaps and support your mood and support your brain function. And so when you're diffusing things in the air, or you're like opening up lavender and smelling it, like it's helping your brain. But when you light a candle and you're smelling that, it's disrupting your endocrine system, so it's disrupting your hormones. It's doing Lord knows what to your lungs. Like I'm just saying. So that's why I love my diffuser, because I can figure out all sorts of blends we can put in it. Like my husband really likes lime and lemongrass together. So like if he's home in the morning and I go and work out, I come home and it always smells like lemongrass and lime, and it smells delish. Okay, so when you get your box, you opened it up like this, right? We all opened our boxes and we were like, oh, look at the beautiful things. There's also like papers it comes with that gives you like a guide of how to use your stuff. So it has every oil on this little, you can't see it back by me, this like little sheet, and it tells you how to go through everything. And then it explains like the seed to seal process, all those good things. Talks about the farms and everywhere they are. And then you get like this little magazine. Let me grab my things again. So you get like a product guide. So it has literally everything Young Living makes. So like, look at these cute kid diffusers. Like I want to get my boys the dinosaur one so bad. And since Sierra's on here, I'm just going to show her the one I want her to get. Is this, hold on, do you see it? The horse diffuser. I think that just really screams my sister Sierra. So beautiful. Happy wedding. So you get those, and then you open up. So when you open it up, like make sure you lift up, take this out, lift, look, Christmas time, open this, and then I've taken a lot of things out because I use my stuff. So it comes with another oil, and then you get these little sample like bottles you can put oils in to just like carry around with you. And then it comes with Ningxia juice, which we've already drank our packets, but Google Ningxia juice because it supports every system in your body, like every single one, and it's amazing. And I'm having withdrawals because we don't have it. But so it has that, and then so the oil in the bottom is Stress Away. So I call this oil my Costco oil. I say this a million times, but I love it to use it in times where I just need to calm down a little bit. Rub it on my wrists, the back of my neck. And you have VitaFlex points on your ears too. So your ear ones are connected to your brain, so like your mood. So if you just like rub it around, never put oil in your ears, but just like rub it around the outside, it helps with that too. All the things. So Stress Away, it's like lime, vanilla, and it has Coat by Eva in it too. So I love this oil for that reason. I just keep it in my purse. I put like a, excuse me, I put a roller filament on there. Let me just drink some of my coffee. So that I can just keep it in my purse and carry it with me whenever I need a little extra mood support. I love this one. So yeah, that's everything that comes in the kit. The diffuser, the 11 oils. Oh, and then once you get the kit, you're a member. So there's no like extra fees or anything like that. By getting the kit, you can only get the kit as a member. And so when you get the kit, you now get wholesale pricing. So it's basically like a Costco membership. So you're not paying extra for the membership or anything like that. You get your kit, and then you get wholesale pricing on any time you need to replenish anything. Anytime you need to replenish anything, or anytime you want to, say you run out of your dish soap, you want to get the Thieves dish soap, because Dawn, Google what's in Dawn, not good. Or if like your hand soaps, like these are the things we're putting on our bodies. Like I don't wash my hands like once a day. Like I wash my hands multiple times a day. So if multiple times a day I can control that I'm not putting a toxic chemical on my body and like not disrupting my hormones, then I'm gonna choose that. So whenever you want to do that, you get that for 24% off. I'm kind of going on tangents, but that's just how you learn things. And so you get the membership pricing, which is 24% off. And then you also become part of a community we have on Facebook, or just like me, you get me. Like I can answer any questions. I will walk you through your kit when you get it. I'll help you set up your diffuser. I'll help you get started. I'll give you recipes. I want to make it really simple for you guys. I don't want this to be overwhelming, because I know it can be. Like when I say, hey, this is toxic for you, so is this, so is this. Like my initial reactions go like, oh my God, it's too much, so I'm just going to keep using everything. But if you like keep it simple and say, hey, you ran out, like I said, you ran out of dish soap. Let's use the dish soap. Buy a kit. Get a sister. Literally, that's it. I'll become your sister. We'll chat. We'll gab. We'll drink coffee together and talk about kicking chemicals out of our homes and getting our oils for free, because that's another thing you can do when you become a member. I get all my oils for free now. What? You say free? Yes. So you get, when you become a member and get your kit, you'll get that diffuser, you'll get the 11 oils, and you'll get the wholesale pricing. And it's amazing. It has definitely changed our life, like my family's life. And it's really awesome to talk to people that have gotten kits and they're like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better because I'm doing X, Y, and Z, or I'm using this oil for this. And like I have a friend who was like, hey, my kids have stopped napping and I'm going crazy. They like don't sleep through the night. And I was like, hey, try lavender at night, diffuse it and put it on their feet. And she like called me the next day and was like, Bianca, they're taking naps for the first time ever, and they slept through the night last night. Every mom's dream. Let's just be honest. So if you guys have any questions about the oils I talked about, or about getting a kit, I would love to help you guys get started. If I didn't give you enough information that you feel like, yeah, I need to do this, because I honestly feel like everybody needs these oils in their lives. I think you're worth it. I think you should say you're worth it, and I think you're ready. So just send me a message or leave a comment here, and I'd love to help you guys get started. I think that's all I have to say, unless you guys have any questions right now, but it's just, I don't think so. So yeah, send me a message. I'd love to send you guys the link so you can get your own kit and get started. And yeah, you're not left alone after you get it. I will help you, but I also won't be annoying. So there's like the people that are annoying, and then there's like me. So yes, have a great day, guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.